Hello, welcome back to Classic Hits Gaming, your home of the three greatest decades of gaming: the 80s, the 90s, and the noughties. This is my second session of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Sit back, relax, but as always, and more importantly, enjoy the live stream. Please bear in mind that I am half asleep in this live stream, so I may fall asleep at any stage throughout this live stream. Please be advised. Okay, and also just give me a moment as I change the thumbnail of this live stream. And also share the live stream on Facebook so more lovely people have the opportunity to join the live stream. I'll be less than 2 minutes. The thumbnail has been changed. Now I just have to share the live stream on Facebook, and that has been done. It's time to rock and roll. Will I go as today? I know that the orange turtle is Raphael, but I'm after forgetting the names of the rest. And I was told last night all their names, and I forgot. But nonetheless, I will choose the red turtle. Well, they're all green, but the green turtle with the red bandana. Okay, let's go.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Heroes in a half shell. Turtle power.
The soundtrack to my Saturday morning as a child.
KOWABUNGA.
Pass me the coins, please. Okay, well, you went a bit overkill with the coins there, but thank you.
Fire! Hang on, April. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Heroes in a half shell. Turtle power. Attack!
This game is a perfect adaptation of the animated series. What the fuck are doing handstands and everything?
復活 Help me!
I see the one, the only, the legendary, Divine Void. Welcome back to Classic Hits Gaming, my friend. Thank you so much for returning and taking the time out of your busy day to join my second session of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This is, of course, your home of the three greatest decades of gaming, the 80s, the 90s, and the noughties. How is your day going? Perfect timing, just got off from work. Well, that is perfection right there when it comes to timing. Great to have you in the live stream as always. Please enjoy, and I hope all is well with you. Going to listen to you on the ride home. Fantastic. Thank you so much. I really can't express my gratitude to you enough. You know, that you would spend your ride home listening to and watching some classic hits gaming. Second session of my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles live gameplay. Honestly, thank you so much, and I hope you had a good day. So, am I about to fight Bebop or Rocksteady? Because as with the Turtles, I've actually forgot who is which.
Say your prayers, Turtle.
Holy Mary, Mother of God. Shredder is back. With his cringy laugh. I think what's great about this game is it's not only a favorite arcade game among many people, but it's based off of, it's an adaptation of a beloved 90s, or actually late 80s, early 90s animation. You know, a lot of us 80s kids, 90s kids grew up watching the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles animated series, you know, on a Saturday morning, happy days. And we also played this game in the arcade as well, so, you know, it's the perfect combo.
Tonight I dine, Turtle.
Tonight I dine. With kings and queens. What the hell is that quote that the legendary Dusty Rhodes used to say in wrestling? I've whined kings in the... Oh, fucking hell. I just there was half asleep at the start of the live stream, so there you go. 2 seconds. Just like that, I am back again.
So, who put the lights out?
So it was I've wined and dined. Yeah, here it is. I've wined and dined on pork and beans with kings and queens. That's the one. Mr. Chad Middleton. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Arcade. A full game. You don't need to update a beta and are forced to restart a new game. Exactly. Didn't that happen with a Ubisoft game there recently? They had a game where you could have early access to, but they're now saying to people, yeah, actually, you have to start the whole game again. I couldn't make it up. Like, right now, modern gaming is speaking for itself in terms of how shit it is. Remember all the rants I used to have even before Classic Hits Gaming about how shit modern gaming was? I don't have to open my mouth anymore because modern gaming is showing everyone how shit it is by itself. And it's fucking hilarious. So, Chad, welcome as always to Classic Hits Gaming, your home of the three greatest decades of gaming, the 80s, the 90s, and the noughties. This is my second session of my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles live gameplay. How was your day? How was your day, I should say? Thank you for taking the time out of your day to join the live stream. Oh, yeah. It was a new Star Wars Outlaw beta that's exclusive to the Ubisoft store. So, am I correct in saying that Ubisoft said you can have early access to this game? Early access means that you get to play the game early. So they're now saying to people, well, now you have to start the whole game all over again. Fucking hilarious. Is that correct? Oh my days. And naturally, and understandably, people are upset. But then you get these simps, you get these modern gaming simps that come along and try to defend it. They try to damage control. We can't have modern gaming looking bad. We have to defend this. Damage control. Damage control squad. Ready up. I actually just find the whole situation hilarious, to be honest with you. So yeah, that's the situation. Holy shit, man, you couldn't make it up, could you? Sorry.
Who put the lights out? You are dead. Don't worry, they ain't getting any prettier. Watch your mouth, slime ball.
You're right, Chad. This game had no updates needed. It was the full game, full fun, full quality. No, of course, if you lost all your life, so you lost all your continues, and you had no more coins, of course you had to start the game all over again. Because that's how arcade games work. I can't get over the size of those sledgehammers. They're massive. Actually, Nintendo did the complete opposite to what Ubisoft had done with that Star Wars game. With Emio, the Smiling Man Famicom Detective Club, which I actually got today, got the full version of it. And the game has just turned me into a part-time detective. Like, when I'm not playing the game, I'm actually trying to solve the case. I really am. I'm putting all the clues and evidence and theories together in my head, trying to solve a fictional video game case. That's how much invested I am in the game. But Nintendo released a 3-part demo to that game. So you can play the first 3 chapters, and if you buy the full game, you can continue playing. So that's actually early access without the need of actually pre-ordering, without the need of paying extra, without the need of getting a digital super shiny deluxe edition. You just get a free demo, which allows you to play the first 3 chapters. And when you buy the game, you can continue where you left off. You know, that's how it's done. Or at least that's how it should be done. I had fun playing the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Me as well, Chad. I mean, sorry, I didn't read the rest of the comment. Collection online on the Switch. Yeah, it has online multiplayer, and it actually really is fun, actually, and it's quite reliable as well. The connection quality is quite reliable. Yeah, a lot of fun. I would show it, but I do my best to play these games in their original form as much as possible. That's why I actually have the monitor filter turned on and everything. So, but very fun indeed. And it is nice, Chad, that like Nintendo actually gave the first 3 chapters of Emio for free as part of a 3-part demo, and you can transfer or save that into the full game. That's how you do early access. That's true early access, and it's also great marketing because I would imagine so many people like myself would have been invested in the story of that game when they played the demo, and they want to find out what the hell is going on. So they're going to get the game. You know, a lot of people are going to get that game. The reviews are pretty good, actually. You know, for a really obscure, out there, lesser known Nintendo IP that didn't get a new entry in over 30 years, because it's part of the Famicom Detective Club series, which a lot of people, including myself, didn't even know existed. So, yeah, I got like 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10, 35 out of 40, those kind of scores, which are pretty good scores, really, you know? And like general, like conversation of the game seems to be pretty positive, actually. And as I always say, and as I can't stress it enough, the themes of horror are a lot deeper than people are willing to understand, willing to accept. Five Nights at Freddy's is a horror game, but it's not 18 rated. But that doesn't mean it's any less of a horror. It's designed differently. It's got more of a kind of it's kind of it appeals to kids more than adults, really. But that's not to say that adults don't play it. I've played it. I fucking love that game. I fucking shat myself playing that game. I nearly broke my Switch playing that fucking game. I had to fucking hand the game over to someone to finish it for me because I was fucking shitting myself. I just said I was stuck. You know, oh, I'm stuck. I'm stuck on this stair. Can you give me a hand? The reality is I was fucking shitting myself. That game is terrifying because of the jump scares. But like, as far as gameplay is concerned, you are, oh fuck, I don't want to quit. You are pressing buttons. You're just pressing buttons to have a look at the cameras, close the door, stuff like that. And it's just, it's just jump scares. But nonetheless, it's a horror game that a lot of people like. So like, you might look at Emio and say, that's not a horror game because of how it's designed. But not every horror game has to be designed the same, and not every horror game has to be just non-stop, gore and jump scares for it to be a horror. By Emio. Castlevania Dominus Collection is a fantastic job. I'll be honest with you, I've never really gotten into Castlevania that much. I've played the Sega Master System rip-off of Castlevania, Master of Darkness. But obviously I'm well aware of Castlevania. I did buy the 3DS Castlevania, right? What was that called again? I think it was made by the same developers that made Metroid Dread on 3DS. Not 3DS, but I'm confused now. Samus Returns, I think. No, I'm actually seriously confused now. I don't even know if it was the same company that made it. Does Emio have any gore or disturbing scenes if you fail? Okay, I'll start with disturbing. Okay, so it doesn't have the gore and like disturbing scenes that a game like Outlast would have. Okay, but as I said, Five Nights at Freddy's is a horror video game series. A lot of people like that series, adults and kids alike. But it doesn't have gore. It doesn't have disturbing scenes. It just has literally toys jumping at you and shouting very loudly in your face. So it's all about jump scares. And as far as gameplay is concerned, you're just pressing buttons to open doors and check cameras. But it's beloved by many, many people, including myself. I've only gotten into the series recently. In fact, I actually downloaded Security Breach the other night. I'm actually playing the first part of it. I'm actually enjoying it. It is what it is, and it works because, again, not every horror game has to be designed the same. So as far as Emio is concerned, when it comes to like gore and disturbing scenes, it doesn't, not in the way that you're probably thinking. But as far as disturbing is concerned, I mean, how many horror games have you played that has a story about a 15-year-old teenage boy who was strangled to death that is connected to an urban legend involving, well, actually, I see this is me now thinking about the case. We don't know if it's actually directly connected to the urban legend, but an urban legend of a man with a paper bag with a smiling face on it, appearing to crying girls and saying, "I can give you a permanent smile," and he will kill them. And I'm talking about like teenage girls, like as young as like fucking 14. And he would strangle them and put the paper bag with a smiling face over their heads. That is pretty fucking disturbing. And you have to solve this case. You have to solve the case of, you have to figure out who was behind the murder of the 15-year-old boy, because it's slightly different to murders that happened 18 years ago where teenage girls were killed. But in this case, it was a teenage boy that was killed. And he wasn't strangled barehanded, he was strangled with a cord. So there's, yeah, see, this is me now thinking of the case in my head. But sorry, to answer your question, it doesn't have gore and disturbing scenes in the same style as a horror game like um like Outlast. But as I mentioned, Five Nights at Freddy's is a horror game, but that doesn't have gore and violence in it either. Um, so it's a different type of horror. It's horror in terms of it's horrific that a 15-year-old teenage boy could be strangled. That's horrific. There's the horrific, and it's not just him that's the victim. There's other themes. It's also quite upsetting in other areas too. There's themes of suicide. There's themes of domestic abuse. All these really mature, disturbing themes. Sorry, that was a long answer. Um, so that's not you don't really fail. I don't think well, I've been a good detective so far, so I haven't really failed. But you do have to kind of like review the facts from time to time, and if you get something wrong, you'll be very quickly reminded that you got it wrong. But there won't be any like not like Resident Evil, like where like a hunter rips off your head and it says you died, or nothing like that. Okay, cool. I asked because the Death Mark series is similar in the series that focuses on Japanese urban tales on the Switch. I've actually never heard of Death Mark. But yeah, I mean, it is about an urban legend. But if you stop and think of it, there actually is a horror movie called Urban Legend. It was actually one of the first DVDs I actually watched. Wasn't there? There was a horror called Urban Legend, didn't there? And like that is literally about like I think he was like a serial. It's been a long time now, but it's a serial killer that's linked to an urban legend or something like that. And that is what the Smiling Man is. It's an urban legend. Where'd he go?
Come and get him, Del Green.
I think that boss got bored of me because he didn't blow up. That's hilarious. He got bored of me talking about Emio. Yeah, Emio is not like Outlast or Silent Hill or Resident Evil or Amnesia or the many other like horrors out there that has themes of gore and violence. Um, but it is still a horror. Again, I just think that horror just has much more deeper themes than we are willing to allow ourselves to experience or accept or just give a go. Again, I keep mentioning Five Nights at Freddy's because I just think it's a perfect example. I mean, like I think it's safe to say that people would consider that game a horror game. In fact, when the movie came out, people considered that movie a horror movie. Um, but does it have gore? Does it have violence? Um, you know, like as in like serious gore, like on the level of Outlast? No, it doesn't. The game, like a lot of there is some criticism, right, with a game like Emio, where people are saying it's just a graphic novel. You're just pressing buttons. You're not moving the characters. You're not really doing much. You're just pressing buttons to ask questions and stuff. Well, as a Freddy's, you're pressing buttons to look at security cameras and open doors. So it's the same type of thing, really. Like, so yes, not every horror game is designed the same, and it's not all about gore and jump scares. Like, there's other themes to horror. There's other definitions of horrific, and there's other mature themes like suicide and the death of a 15-year-old child. Again, like I mean, I don't. recall any horror game that has a story about a 15-year-old boy being strangled. You know, like that's like you as the gamer. That could be your little brother. That could be your nephew. That could be your son. You know what I mean? That could be your neighbor. That could be your student. You know, it's the thoughts of 15-year-old boy being strangled to death. That's pretty horrific. You know, so you get invested in that story. You try to figure out who the fuck would do that. Why would they do it? You know, and you want to solve it. You know, I think what makes this interesting as well is it doesn't just have horrific themes. It isn't just about his urban legend of the Smiling Man. It's also a detective game, and those are really fun games to play as well. You know, trying to figure out the case and all that. Like, you know, yeah, I wasn't expecting Emio to go that far off the rails. Um, well, like I mean, they could have if they wanted to. It's just not the horror game that they just that they were going for. I mean, I'm sure if Nintendo wanted to make an Outlast game, they could make an Outlast game. What would stop them? Nothing. It's not like they were like it isn't like Nintendo wanted to avoid an 18 rating because they wouldn't have went ahead with it if that was the case. You know, it's just that Nintendo wasn't going for that type of horror game. You know, um, so yeah. I still haven't seen the. I haven't either, to be honest with you. But I'm sure I can pick it up somewhere. I actually remember the first time I actually truly realised that there was more to horror um, than monsters. You know, like Freddy Krueger type thing, or like you know, like Jason Voorhees that can't die, or Michael Myers that's the essence of evil. Um, I remember the time that I realised that there was more to horror than that, and there was more to horror than just getting scared by like jump scares. And that's when I actually watched. I think it's called Funny Games.
Keep the time.
It wasn't the original. I think it was the remake. That shocked me because there was this things in that movie that you just would not see in any like mainstream like a horror movie, which involved like it was these two psychopaths literally arriving at the door of this family, asking for eggs, and it ended with them basically fucking killing, torturing every member of the house, of the family, including a little kid, to the point where they shot this little kid with a shotgun. You don't see it, but you see like blood splattered. But it's knowing that it happened. So no like undead monster, you know, no slasher killer, no like major gore or jump scares, but just horrific themes. It had a horrific theme to it. I just think we should like realize that horror is not as bland as we sometimes make it out to be. Basically, you know, there's more. There's more to horror. I can't stress that enough. Did you watch the Sonic 3 trailer? I do. I did. Sorry, I do. I did, and I look like Dr. Robotnik with his fat belly, but it's looking fantastic. It really is. Oh my god! I mean, they'll literally get better and better. You know, like the second was better than the first, and the third is better than the two of them put together. To be quite honest with you, the Sonic movies are actually really good. I think they're actually the best. Um, they're actually they're definitely the best video game movie adaptations, hands down. Well, I think the original Silent Hill was great too. The original Silent Hill movie. Then there's the original Mortal Kombat movie. So, but I don't know. There's just something about the Sonic movie that just seems to hit differently. And the fact that Jim Carrey is back, not only reprising his role as Dr. Robotnik, but he's also playing Dr. Robotnik's father. Jim Carrey will stop Keanu Reeves. That's an all-star cast, though, when you stop and think of it. Like,
Pizza time!
Jim Carrey did a Hideo Kojima job. He pulled the Hideo Kojima, though, because he said, like, I'm retiring, I'm done. And we were all like, oh, fuck, well, the next Sonic movie is not going to have Dr. Robotnik, oh, fuck. And he's back. Back for not one Robotnik, but two Robotniks. You know, it's going to be interesting to see, though, can they follow the success of the Sonic movies with like comics on, and they're making they're making another Sega game movie as well. Sorry, I'm half asleep. Bear with me. But yeah, Comic Zone anyway. They're making a Comic Zone. Is it a movie or a series? I can't remember. Sorry, I'm actually in my head. I'm actually trying to solve the case of Emil, and it's actually fucking hilarious that it's actually stuck in my head. But well, I actually don't want to say anything because if anyone is thinking they get in the game, it's going to spoil things. But I just, mm, well, I don't know. It's not much of a spoiler. Yeah. I don't think the death of that 15-year-old boy was murder. I think it was suicide, and I think the person that did it, or at least was involved in doing it, did it to draw out the actual killer 18 years ago, or wants to draw attention to it because this person feels like it was forgotten about. So they want the police to be aware of it now again and go after the true killer. I think it was suicide. I think it was. I don't know. I'm confused. It's stuck in my head. I'm telling you. The game is always going to give you the obvious suspects. Like they're going to make them look deliberately suspicious, and they're going to make them feel deliberately bad to throw you off. Actually, do you know what? Do you know the best way to describe Emio? You basically play as a detective. It's basically a horror movie from the perspective of the detectives investigating these horrific deaths. That's the only way to put it. Fucking like imagine Scream, right? But from the perspective of what's his name again? Is it Sheriff Dewey? Is it? Just that's what it's like, or like Freddy Krueger. Fucking from the point of view of the police, or even like Halloween from the point of view of even though he's not a detective, but Doctor. I'm too fucking tired to remember his name. But yeah, it's basically like a horror, but from the perspective of the people that are actually investigating the killings, as opposed to the survivor. That is the best way. Do you know the way in Dead by Daylight you have killer and survivor, right? And you watch a movie and there's the killer and the survivors. Well, this is a horror game from the perspective of the actual investigation of the horrific killings. You know, you're investigating the killer and you're investigating the killing and the victims. That is the best way to put it. And I think if you look at it from that point of view, I think it'll help understand what this game is, or understand this type of horror a bit more. I think I just nailed it. I think I took a job for Nintendo, to be honest. That's a description 101 right there. Like,
We gotta save Splinter.
Thank you for your support, Mr. Middleton.
Oh no, it's that overgrown cork doing it.
Sorry if I'm quiet, I'm so tired.
The turtle. Crush the turtle.
Yeah, nap stream, follow. It happened to me one time. I was streaming the original Doom, and I fell asleep halfway through the stream. And I woke up, headset on me, hadn't a clue what the fuck was going on around me. I swear to God.
Crush the turtle.
Chad, and anyone else who's a wrestling fan watching, did you see that Netflix are going to be airing the Mr. McMahon documentary next month? That's going to be fucking hilarious. And you see all the McMahon simps in the comment section. Oh my God, it's so funny. I'm going to take a nap too. Okie dokie. Enjoy your nap. Listen, thank you so much for dropping by the live stream. As always, I appreciate your support, and I will catch you in the next live stream.
Turtle.
I wonder will they go all out? Will they actually go all out like and just completely like slaughter McMahon? Like,
Crush the turtle.
but I don't think they will though, because like it has interviews of him, so I don't know.
Crush the turtle. Crush the turtle.
Lads, if you have platinumed a Dark Souls game, right? A Souls type game. If you've platinumed Elden Ring, right? And you think that you're the world's greatest gamer, yeah, play this game on an original arcade, right? On one go, no continues, one go. Get to the end of the game, complete it, and then I will acknowledge you as the world's greatest gamer. I'm telling you, man, this game is really difficult when you stop and you think about it. Like from the point of view of like getting this far into the game without like continuing or anything, I leave you I leave you on so you can get views too. Wait, does YouTube work like Twitch? Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I don't really know to be honest with you. I don't really know.
Thank you, my turtles.
No problem.
There it is. Do not use this stuff.
Big black ball.
Keep the time. Trust the turtle. Crush the turtle.
It's good they brought back this series, like the classic Turtles games. The classic 2D like side-scrolling beat 'em up Turtles.
Crush the turtle. Crush the turtle. Crush the turtle.
Now it's time
Invincible.
to fight the brain. This fucker loves his big boots, doesn't he?
I'm invincible.
Now it is Shredder's time to die. And there we have it, folks. Once again, Shredder has been defeated. And April and Splinter have both been saved. I'm sorry for being quiet in this live stream. I'm exhausted. But I said to myself, I'll do a live stream. I'll make some content for you lovely people. As tired as I was, thank you, Chad. I love the emoji. Yep, I was going to go to sleep. I was going to say, nah, I won't do a live stream, I'll do it tomorrow. But then I said to myself, no. I'll go live. I'll create some content for my lovely viewers. Produced by Konami. Oh god, the days where Konami used to be good. Why can't I? Never works.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Well, I am absolutely exhausted. Shattered. So that's going to be the end of the live stream. Session 2 of my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Okay, I might as well just do 4 sessions, you know, play as all 4 turtles. So yeah, 2 more sessions left. And then I will rock and roll onto the next game. Maybe I'll start teasing that soon as well. But until then, thank you very, very much for joining the live stream again, for taking the time out of your busy schedules. It's much appreciated, really is. Thanks for your continued support in Classic Hits Gaming. You know, thank you for choosing classic gaming over modern gaming. You know, there's lots of big YouTubers out there that get paid a shit ton of money. You know, a shit ton of money. You know, to play like fucking the latest modern game. You know, the cool, flashy game. You know, it's broken. You know, Concord, all 2 players. But no, you choose classic hits game. So I appreciate that. Okay, so yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time on Classic Hits Game.